Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, and Emir of Dubai. Since his accession in 2006, after his brother Sheikh Maktoum died, he has undertaken major reforms in the UAE's government, starting with the UAE Federal Government Strategy in April 2007. In 2010 he launched the UAE Vision 2021, with the aim of making the UAE one of the best countries in the world by 2021. He is responsible for the growth of Dubai into a global city, as well as the launch of a number of major enterprises including Emirates Airline, DP World and the Jumeirah Group. Many of these are held by Dubai Holding, the holding company with multi-diversified businesses and investments. He currently owns 99.67% of the company. Sheikh Mohammed has overseen the development of numerous economically transformational projects in Dubai, including the creation of Technology Park and Free Economic Zone, Dubai Internet City, Dubai Media City, the Dubai International Finance Center, the Palm Islands and the iconic Burj Al Arab Hotel. He also drove the construction of Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. A keen equestrian, he is the founder of the Maktoum family-owned Godolphin Racing Stable and the owner of Dali, the thoroughbred breeding operation with operations in 6 countries. In 2012, he rode the horse Magi 2.160 kilometers to take the FEI World Endurance Championship. He is a recognized poet in his native Arabic. Early life and education. Sheikh Mohammed is the third of Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum's 4 sons. His mother is Sheikha Latifa bint Hamdan Al Nahyan. For the age of 4, he was privately tutored in Arabic and Islamic studies. In 1955, he began his formal education at Al Media School. At the age of 10, he moved to Al Shab School, and 2 years later, went to Dubai Secondary School. In 1966, with his cousin Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Maktoum, he attended the Bell Educational Trust's English Language School in the United Kingdom. He subsequently studied at the Mons Officer Cadet School in Aldershot, passing out with the Sword of Honour as the top Commonwealth student. He also travelled to Italy to train as a pilot. As a young man, in January 1968, he was present when Sheikh Rashid and Sheikh Zayed first met in the desert between Dubai and Abu Dhabi at Argub El Sadira to agree to the formation of a Union of Emirates following British notification of intent to withdraw from the Trucial States. He went on, when the new nation of the United Arab Emirates was founded on the 2nd of December 1971, to become its first Minister of Defense, Minister for Defense. On his return to Dubai from military training, Sheikh Mohammed was appointed by his father as head of Dubai Police and also the Dubai Defense Force, which was later to become part of the Union Defense Force. A period of uncertainty and instability followed the union of the United Arab Emirates, including skirmishes between tribes over property straddling new borders. On the 24th of January 1972, the exiled former ruler of Sharjah, Saqr bin Sultan al-Kashimi, led an insurrectionist coup against the ruler, Khalid bin Mohammed al-Kashimi. Following a spirited firefight between the Union Defense Force and Saqr's forces, mostly Egyptian mercenaries who had entered the UAE through Ras al-Khaimah, Sheikh Mohammed accepted Saqr's surrender. Sheikh Khalid had been killed in the action, leading to the accession of his brother Sultan bin Mohammed al-Kashimi as ruler of Sharjah. In 1973, he was involved in protracted negotiations with the hijackers of JAL 404, led by Japanese Red Army member Osamu Maruoka, which landed in Dubai after being hijacked as it departed Schiphol. Although unsuccessful in having the hijackers release the hostages, he was more successful in later negotiating with the three hijackers of KML 861, who released the balance of hostages and handed over the plane in return for safe passage. Business career. Sheikh Mohammed has been responsible for the creation and rapid growth of a number of businesses and key economic assets to Dubai, with a number held by two companies under his ownership, Dubai World and Dubai Holding. Dubai World was launched on the 2nd of July 2006 as a holding company consolidating a number of assets including logistics company DP World, property developer Nikhil Properties and investment company Istithmar World. With more than 50,000 employees in over 100 cities around the globe, the group has real estate, logistics and other business investments in the United States, the United Kingdom and South Africa. Dubai Holding develops and manages hospitality, business parks, real estate and telecommunications through 4 operating units: Jumeirah Group, TECOM Investments, Dubai Properties Group and Emirates International Telecommunications. The company's investment group operating units include Dubai Group and Dubai International Capital. He also holds a controlling interest in property developer, asset and event management and investment company Emirates Holding, which is currently developing a number of retail, lifestyle and themed developments in Dubai, including Legoland and a Bollywood movie theme park. Sheikh Mohammed was responsible for the launch of Emirates Airline, as well as heading both the development of both Dubai International Airport and Dubai World Central Al Maktoum International Airport, the world's first purpose-built aerotropolis. He was also behind the establishment of government-owned low-cost carrier Fly Dubai. Key businesses. Launch of Emirates Airline. Through the 1970s, as well as his role as head of Dubai Defence Force and UAE Minister of Defence, Sheikh Mohammed oversaw Dubai's energy resources and was in charge of Dubai civil aviation. It was in this latter role, in March 1985, that he tasked the then head of DNATA, Maurice Flanagan, with launching a new airline to be called Emirates after a dispute with Gulf Air over Dubai's open skies policy. The launch budget of the airline was $10 million and its inaugural flight took place on the 25th of October. Sheikh Mohammed made his uncle, Ahmed bin Saeed, chairman of the new company. A further $75 million in facilities and materials was provided, but Emirates has always maintained it has received no further subsidies throughout the company's meteoric growth to become one of the world's leading airlines. In 1989, Sheikh Mohammed inaugurated the first Dubai Air Show. In 2013, the exhibition had grown to over 1,000 companies exhibiting and was the venue for Emirates' placement of the largest aeroplane orders in history, with $99 billion in orders placed with Airbus for its A380 and Boeing jets. Dubai Ports World. In 1991, Sheikh Mohammed merged the Jebel Ali Port and Free Zone and Port Rashid to form the Dubai Ports Authority. In 1999, he founded Dubai Ports International to explore overseas acquisitions and management contracts, which in 2005 was folded into the Dubai Ports Authority to form DP World. In 2006, the company acquired P&O for $7 billion. The acquisition led to the DP World controversy, after a number of U.S. politicians and lobbyists raised concerns regarding the safety of 6 ports, acquired by DP World as part of the Peninsula and Oriental Steam Navigation Company acquisition. DP World subsequently divested the ports in question, a profitable global enterprise. DP World today is one of the largest marine terminal operators in the world. The company operates more than 60 terminals across 6 continents, with container handling generating some 80% of its revenue. The Burj Al Arab and Jumeirah. The Burj Al Arab was inaugurated in December 1999. The hotel, constructed to a design by W.S. Atkins in response to a brief from Sheikh Mohammed to create a truly iconic building, styles itself as the world's most luxurious hotel. It was constructed on an island offshore from the Jumeirah Beach Hotel, the first property managed by Jumeirah, the hotel management company launched by Sheikh Mohammed in 1997 and headed by ex-Trust House Forte executive Gerald Lawless. In fact, work began on both hotels at the same time, but the island to house the Burj Al Arab required 3 years to build before construction began above ground. Jumeirah's international expansion, driven after it became part of Dubai Holding in 2004, has since been significant, to encompass 22 hotels in 10 countries. Dubai Internet City and TECOM. On the 29th of October 1999, Sheikh Mohammed announced Dubai Internet City, a technology hub and free trade zone, offering companies long leases, full ownership and fast access to government services. DIC grew from its first tenants in October 2000 to a current zone employing some 15,000 people. It was joined in November 2000 by Dubai Media City, a content and media production-free zone which is co-located with DIC. The launch of DIC came with assurances from Sheikh Mohammed regarding media freedoms. In 2007, he issued a decree banning the imprisonment of journalists following an incident in which local journalists were accused of libel and sentenced to jail terms. A number of other media and technology-related free zones have since been established by holding company TECOM in Dubai, including the International Media Production Zone, Dubai Silicon Oasis, Dubai Studio City, Dubai Healthcare City, Dubai Industrial City and Dubai Knowledge Village. Palm Islands, developed by Nikhil Properties, itself part of Dubai World, an investment and holding company majority owned by Sheikh Mohammed. The development of the 3 planned Palm Islands was halted by the global financial crisis of 2009. The first of the islands, the Palm Jumeirah, has been completed and developed, while the second, the Palm Jebel Ali, has completed land reclamation but not been further developed. The third and largest palm, the Palm Diriyah, has been scaled back and relaunched as the Diriyah Islands. Burj Khalifa. On the 4th of January 2010, Sheikh Mohammed opened Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, with a display of some 10,000 fireworks. It forms the center of the $20 billion downtown Dubai development of mixed-use towers, buildings and retail outlets. The development is also home to the world's largest shopping mall by total area, the Dubai Mall. Originally conceived as a development around an 80-story tower, the project team was sent away to return with the greatest neighborhood known to man. He has said of the tower that it is a national accomplishment, a historic milestone and a key economic turning point. It is a symbol of pride, not only to the Emirati people but to all Arabs. Political reform. On the 3rd of January 1995, Sheikh Mohammed's elder brother Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum signed 2 decrees that appointed Sheikh Mohammed as Crown Prince of Dubai. After roughly a decade of de facto rulership, he became the ruler of Dubai on the 4th of January 2006 upon the death of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The following day, the Federal National Council selected him as the new Vice President of the UAE. On the 11th of February, the the council approved President Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan's nomination of Sheikh Mohammed for Prime Minister. In April 2007, Sheikh Mohammed announced a strategic review of the federation's governance at both the federal and local government levels. The UAE Federal Government Strategy, a process of strategic reform intended to address a lack of coordination and strategic planning in government, as well as policy-making issues and deficiencies in the legislative and regulatory framework, would work on improvements in social development, economic development, public sector development, justice and safety, infrastructure and rural development. This was followed by the announcement in February 2010 of Vision 2021, a long-term strategy and national agenda. Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government. The Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government is an academic and research institution in the area of public policy and administration focused on the United Arab Emirates and the Arab world. Established in 2005, the school aims to promote and support excellence in governance through enhancing the region's capacity for effective public policy. Toward this goal, the Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government maintains ties and collaborates with regional and global institutions in its research and training programs. In addition, the school organizes policy forums and international conferences to facilitate the exchange of ideas and promote critical debate on public policy. In the Arab world, the school supports research and teaching programs including applied research in public policy and management, master's degree in public policy and public administration, executive education for senior officials and executives, and knowledge forums for scholars and policy makers. Moves against corruption, signaling a zero-tolerance policy towards corruption in government. In 2001, Sheikh Mohammed ordered the arrest of Ubaid Saqr bin Basit, the head of Dubai Customs and the chairman of the World Customs Association. Basit and 2 aides, as well as 3 other employees, had been the subject of a 2-year investigation for corruption. The high-profile arrests caused widespread shock and were followed by a slew of arrests of public officials later that month. In all, 14 officials, including 6 senior officers, were arrested and charged with offenses related to corruption. Unusually, the officials were named and shamed publicly. More recently, the downturn exposed issues related to corruption at government-owned Dubai real estate company Diyar. The investigation team was granted unprecedented powers of scrutiny by Sheikh Mohammed. The CEO of the company was found guilty of earning DHS 20 million by misusing his powers and sentenced to a 10-year jail term. Mohammed has been recorded to make surprise visits to ministerial departments and publicly humiliating offices in which staff had not been available. http://calculus.co/articles/734,-3696586,00.html Sporting interests. Sheikh Mohammed is a major figure in international thoroughbred horse racing and breeding. He owns Darley Stud, which is the biggest horse breeding operation in the world, with farms in the United States, Ireland, England, and Australia. In 1985 he bought the Irish thoroughbred Park Appeal for an undisclosed sum at the end of her second season. She went on to produce at least 9 winners from 12 foals and is the ancestor of many successful horses. Sheikh Mohammed had raced horses as a child, but he attended his first formal race at Newmarket in 1967, watching Royal Palace win the 2000 Guineas with his brother Hampden, becoming an owner in his own right. 10 years later he won his first race with Hatter at Brighton, and 5 years years after that, he and Hamdan had 3 studs and 100 horses under training. In late 1981, he purchased Gainsborough Stud at Woolton Hill, near Newbury, Berkshire, United Kingdom. He owns Ballyshean Stud in County Tipperary, Ireland, as well as Gainsborough Farm Inc. in Versailles, Kentucky, United States. His racing operations includes the ownership of Darley Stables, and he is the leading partner in his family's Godolphin Stables. Sheikh Mohammed hosts the Dubai World Cup at Maiden Racecourse. By 1992, Sheikh Mohammed had started wintering his horses in Dubai, frequently against the advice of trainers and pundits in the UK. The results were a string of high-profile wins, and by 1994 he founded Godolphin. His hands-on approach to racing resulted, in 1995, in a major split with leading trainer Henry Cecil after a disagreement over racing a horse Mohammed insisted was injured. Cecil took the argument public and Mohammed removed all his horses from Cecil's stable. Godolphin's first win, Balanchine taking the Oaks at Epsom Downs, England, in 1994, was to mark the beginning of a remarkable run, with horses such as Lamtara, Daylami, Fantastic Light, Street Cry, Suleimani, Dabawi and Ramonti among them. Dubai Millennium, said to be Sheikh Mohammed's favourite, won 9 of his 10 starts before succumbing to injury followed by grass sickness in 2001. In 1996, the Dubai World Cup was inaugurated as the world's richest horse race, drawing the legendary American dirt track horse Regatta race in Dubai. Today held at the Maiden Racecourse, the race meeting carries a prize of $27 million. In the UK, his horses have won numerous important Group 1 races including several of the British Classic races. His horses have also won the Irish Derby Stakes and the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe in the United States, the 2006 Preakness Stakes with Bernardini. In 2008, he bought the Woodlands Stud Empire for more than $460 million. A keen endurance rider, at the age of 63, Sheikh Mohammed won the 2012 World Endurance Championship over a 160 km course. Both his thoroughbreds and endurance horses have failed drug tests, although his trainers have accepted the blame. His endurance racing stable has also been involved in numerous other scandals, including both fatal injuries and ringers. In 2015, World Equestrianism's governing body took the dramatic step of suspending the United Arab Emirates from the sport following scandals over horse welfare, doping, the use of ringers and phantom races. Ingmar de Vos, FEI president, said that indeterminate suspension was the only option left after UAE riders, many from stables owned by the ruling families of Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the Maktoums and the Nahans, failed to reduce catastrophic horse injuries or adhere to FEI rules during the current winter season. The FEI has previously been criticized for its passive stance over doping, horse fatalities and the use of ringers in the UAE, but it appears to have grown some teeth following the end of the 8-year FEI presidency of Sheikh Mohammed's wife Princess Haya last December and the global outcry over Splitters Creek Bundy, the horse photographed with 2 broken forelegs while a motorcade drove past. In the 15th Asian Games in 2006, his son Rashid took the individual gold in endurance, his sons Rashid, Ahmed, Majid, and Hamdan took the team gold in endurance, his niece Latifa took a bronze in show jumping, and his daughter Maitha led the UAE team in taekwondo. In 2013, when the UAE national football team won the Gulf Cup, Sheikh Mohammed gave the team 50 million dirhams. His wife awarded the team a further 25 million dirhams, while the pair's grandsons contributed 12 million dirhams. Cultural humanitarianism. Sheikh Mohammed is a poet in classical Arabic as well as the Bedouin Nabati style. He first started writing poetry as a young man, using pseudonyms such as Salid, so his poetry would not be associated with the son of the then ruler of Dubai. He received encouragement from the poet Fated al-Arab when she composed a reply to one of his earliest poems, unusual for an unknown poet. In 1998, he set up a Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Center for Cultural Understanding, a not-for-profit organization that aims to raise awareness and demystify the local culture, customs and religion of the United Arab Emirates. Operating under the motto, Open Doors, Open Minds, SMCCU aims to improve cross-cultural understanding and communication between UAE locals and guests visiting or residing in the UAE. A recent initiative by Sheikh Mohammed will see Dubai's metro stations turned into art galleries in the period leading up to Art Dubai 2015. Patrons of the Arts Awards. Sheikh Mohammed established the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Patrons of the Arts Awards in March 2009 to honor individuals and organizations who have contributed towards arts development in Dubai. The award allows artists and projects to benefit from the private sector's support under 4 categories: distinguished patrons of the arts, patrons of the arts, supporters of the arts, and friends of the arts. The award aims to grant significant support, financial or in kind, to the visual and performing arts, literature and film sectors, which significantly contributes to enriching the artistic and cultural scene in Dubai. Knowledge Award. The Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Foundation's $1 million Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Knowledge Award was inaugurated on 7 December 2014, the first award being made jointly to the computer scientist and inventor of the World Wide Web, Sir Tim Berners-Lee, an entrepreneur and co-founder of Wikipedia, Jimmy Wales, in recognition of their efforts and contributions in the field of spreading knowledge throughout the world. The award, which was shared equally, was presented by Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed, chairman of the Mohammed bin Rashid Foundation, in the presence of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Dubai.